our roll calls start at 1800s for our night shifts going out. So we have some time to talk about potentially some of the things that were passed on from days that are good information to pass on to the staff as well. Like road closures, like for example, this evening there was one about the 401 being closed right at Hespeler Road for construction, and that does affect our day-to-day operations, and that crews will often do a trauma bypass to Hamilton General, and the 401 is our main route from Kitchener-Waterloo down to Highway 6, right? So knowing about that closure and the detour for that is really important for them. When I came out of high school, this is just what I wanted to do. I don't really know what prompted that, other than the genuine want for helping people. I do love the healthcare atmosphere. I do love learning about medicine, and I've always been intrigued to this line of work. We are currently in code yellow, which means we have 3 units to respond to calls in the region right now. So I'm just trying to evaluate maybe why we're in code yellow. So first thing I would look at is, okay, how many trucks do we have at hospitals? Okay, we have 4. So that really isn't the huge issue. And then I'm seeing all these calls come in, all these calls, the status are at scene. So that would indicate to me that we've had a big influx of calls kind of all at the same time, which has utilized our available units. How's your night? It's good. You guys are okay? How's your call? Great. Oh, excellent. That's great. A daily shift is full of many different challenges, things that you need to overcome, and I did love that aspect of that on the road as well. Like with as a clinician, being able to, that's with patients, they have a problem, and you try to pick through with your assessment to figure out, what the underlying reason is. And same in this role, not necessarily with patients, but day-to-day operation. There are many challenges that present themselves, and there's a lot of unknowns in this job, and a lot of us think that there's always going to be a great outcome, and there's always going to be a positive outcome, but ultimately sometimes it's just not. And dealing with the emotions that come with the negative outcomes, I think are probably the most challenging, and understanding that it's just life. It took me a long time to realize that, and a long time to come to those conclusions, because you're here to help people, and you always want things to be positive, but some things just aren't, and you have to find a way of coping with that. And I find that probably the most challenging part of this job.